That's right. Hell no. Hell no.
I'm a little worried about it.
Pacheco.
U.S. mail! U.S. mail!
She's only got it right
U.S. mail! U.S. mail! U.S. mail!
She's only got it right
U.S. mail! I am so proud of you guys. Woo! All right, this one's going to be stand up, fight back. Are you ready? Stand up.
Fight back.
Stand up.
Fight back.
Stand up.
Now I'm just going to do some opening remarks. We have Congressman LaLota coming in a little bit, and Congressman Suozzi going to be coming in a little bit, and they're going to have a few things to say too, I believe. I'm going to start out by thanking the district manager, John Tortorese, and Anthony Barone, the OIC here, for allowing us to have access to this area. It was very nice of them. I'd like to welcome all of you, and there's going to be a lot more coming, I know it. We're here today not to worry about people that are asking. We're not here to talk about the contract. We're not here to talk about work issues. We're not here to talk about things on the workroom floor. We're here to educate the public. The public has to understand the demise of the Postal Service is theirs. It's the public's Postal Service. There's $7.1 trillion are involved in the Postal Service and exterior people and jobs. And at the end of the day, there's already been a thing put out by Wells Fargo. They had a committee did a Wells Fargo report, and it's how to take apart the Postal Service. And a couple of the bullet points are this. They're going to separate the parcels. They have all of this laid out. This is not a joke. They want to separate the parcels from the mail delivery and collection. Parcels they're going to sell off to their friends, the billionaires that own UPS, FedEx, and the rest of them. Then they're going to work on separating the letter size. And one of the first things they talk about there is to do away with universal service. And what universal service is what ties this country together. Everybody gets the same price, the same delivery, every business, every residence in this country. Okay? That is what they will lose. People, and in this memo, it talks about when they separate the parcels, they'll be able to raise prices anywhere from 20 to 150% on the parcels, because now it's not, there's no oversight through the government. They just go out and do what they want. On the letter size, people are not going to get delivered. They're not going to get their mail delivered. We deliver, on Long Island is pretty congested. They could probably make money in an area like that. Somebody would bid on an area like this. You go upstate, you go out to the Midwest, you go out to these rural areas where there's, I think, 51.5 million addresses, they will not be getting mail. Or they'll be paying $10 a letter, if they get it. This is what it means here in America. What it means to the public is they will lose something that's been around for longer than this country. 250 plus years, okay? It's ingrained in the U.S. Constitution, which this president obviously doesn't believe in. So we need to understand, we need to step up, we need to let our patrons know and let the public know this isn't about us as a union or as fellow workers. This is about us collectively as an issue that affects everybody. So this isn't, I know I hear a lot of people talk about this is a union issue. It's not a union issue. This is the public's issue. And they have to understand what they're going to lose. Okay? We know what we're going to lose, but a lot of people have already lost that in the last 2 months. But once you lose these bits and pieces of what we have here, you'll never get them back. And I just want to let you know that's why we're here today. I demand that everybody treat each other with dignity and respect. Don't be throwing garbage on the floor. I bought 2 garbage cans are out here. There's water. There's some sodas over here, I believe. But please respect the property, respect where we're at. We don't need to become what we shouldn't be, okay? It's very important to me that we carry ourselves above the fray. I know we're all mad, we're all upset, and nobody really knows where we're going. But where we're going today is we're just going to walk a picket here in the front. We're going to yell and scream at the cars going by. I thank the 2nd Precinct that's supposed to be down here. And I thank all the police. Please do not walk in the street. Do not jump in the street. And let's get our message across and do it peacefully and respectfully for everybody. And I'd like to thank my brothers and sisters from the APW, from the Mail Handlers Union. I got postmasters and supervisors here. And collectively, this is our fight. This is not this isn't carriers, clerks. This is a collective fight, and we need to fight this together. So with that, I'm going to hold off now until the congressmen come, and then we'll go a little bit further in a little bit. With that, please, you can walk the picket back and forth. You can stand up on the grass, hold your signs, any way you want to do it. Just please be careful. Hold on 1 second.
When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. And I'd like to thank a good friend of ours, Nick LaLota, CD1 Congressman, and co-sponsor of HR 70, which is the Anti-Privatization Act. And yeah, that deserves an applause. And with that, Nick, here you go, buddy.
All right, how we doing, everybody? No, I was told this was a rally. How we doing? Are we going to privatize? No! Good. That's why we're here, and thank you for the recognition. I'm a proud prime sponsor of HR 70, the Anti-Privatization Act of our great post office. 250 years ago, the framers of our Constitution thought that the Congress should establish courts, a system, a tax system, and they also, in Article 1, Section 8, Clause 7, gave Congress the authority to establish a post office because our framers knew it was a way to bring our great nation together and be ensured that we could survive hundreds of years. We've done so for 250 years with our great postal workers like you guys, ensuring our nation is closer, is tighter, can communicate with each other. And we're going to keep going down that path for 250 or more years with a very strong postal service. Give yourselves a round of applause, please. I am the proud chairman of the Republican Main Street Partners Labor Caucus because my colleagues and I think that folks like you should have entitlement to good wages, safe working conditions, the ability to retire in dignity. I think that is something that you all are continuing to earn as our postal workers. But some people have some other ideas. Some people think that your job should be privatized, that somehow that's going to save the government money or going to provide a better service, and I couldn't disagree more. We're on the right path with you folks delivering our mail all throughout this great nation of ours. You have partners like me who will fight tooth and nail to ensure your job is protected. We're also looking for a little more work for you all. I don't know if you saw the Secretary of Commerce talk about maybe the census in which we spend $40 billion every 10 years. You guys want a little piece of that action? You want to maybe perhaps be a part of that, doing that every 10 years? Is that a yes or a no? Yes. All right, God bless. So we're going to look for more opportunities for our hard-working postal workers as we move forward. We're not going to privatize. We're going to protect your great job. God bless you, and God bless our great country.
Okay, what I didn't do is I didn't recognize Jamaica, Long Island City, and Flushing letter carriers are also here with us. Thank you for coming in. And one other bit of news I forgot to say was in that bill, in that memo, it talks about moving the 400 billions in liabilities for our pensions and our health care. Once all this is done, if they privatize, they're talking about moving it over to the taxpayers. I don't think they'll be too happy with that either. So we need to let the public know where we stand, what it's about, and educate them, because they're the only ones that are going to win this fight. We won't win that fight without the backing of the public. Okay? So let's get out there, do our deal. Are we going to let them privatize the Postal Service? What are we going to do? Fight like hell! Fight like hell! That's what we're going to do. All right. Let's get out there and make our voices heard. Thank you. Here you go, Congressman Tom Suozzi, third congressional district.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. That's not that hot out there. Listen, hell no to privatization. Now, I heard that Congressman LaLota was here earlier today, and the only reason you're going to get Democrats and Republicans to be united on this is if you stay united. In America, unions have a very hard time. Okay, a lot of places in America, they hate unions. In 22 states in the United States of America, the minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. $7.25 an hour. Think about it. If you make $10 an hour and you work 40 hours a week and you work 50 weeks a year and you have 2 weeks vacation, you only make $20,000 a year. If you make $15 an hour, you work 40 hours a week, you work 50 weeks a year, you only make $30,000 a year. You're not going to be able to buy a house, educate your kids, pay for health insurance, and retire one day without being scared on $20,000 or $30,000 or $40,000 a year. It's unions that make America strong. It's America, the American dream that comes from unions. But it's got to come from being organized like this, so you can't get pushed around. The reason you will get Republicans and Democrats, you always get the Democrats, but to get the Republicans, you got to be organized and strong like this. So I will be with you 100% of the way in this fight against privatization. Not only because of the fact that I care about you, and I care about your jobs, and I care about your families, and I care about your wages, and I care about your benefits, and I know it makes you better citizens to have those jobs and those wages and those benefits. It makes you better parts of your community. Not only because I care about the mail being delivered on 6 days a week, not only because I care about the rural post offices being able to survive, because they won't survive if you have privatization. Not only because I care about the fact that you're a check against the prices going through the roof if it all goes into private hands like this. But it makes America stronger to have a U.S. Postal Service and to have a strong letter carriers union. So I will be with you. I'll always be with you. I'll always be with you, and I always will be with you in the future. Let's keep on fighting. Let's stay organized. Let's stay strong. Don't mourn. Organize. Keep on fighting. God bless all of you. Keep it up.
Pacheco.